Hello everyone, this is Kiki Cakes. Today I'm going to be playing and showing off a little bit of Clothing Store Simulator Prologue. I do not have the full version currently. I got the game off of Keymailer. I also have a cold, so if my voice sounds weird at all, that's why. So this is a game where you run your own clothing store and it's a simulator. Amazing, I know, right? You open up your clothing store in a very small, quiet little town, and why is it so quiet, you might ask? It is due to COVID-19, so this game takes place in the past. You have your little clothing store set up in the middle of the pandemic in 2020, which may or may not be a good idea based on how there is pretty much no one around. To run your clothing store successfully, you need to carry clothing. To purchase products, you go to wholesaler and you can purchase stuff from here along with furniture like racks to put the clothing on, along with brands that you unlock by leveling up, and you can also come up with a custom design. You can create your own custom shirt. Right now, I only have one option to choose from. You can change the color of it. You can choose some stickers, including these really cute cat ones. You can also import your own images to put on the clothing. Once you're finished with your design, you can purchase them to put into your store. When you purchase stuff for your store, it gets delivered very quickly by the one truck in town and gets thrown in the middle of the street right next to a puddle. You put the clothes on clothing racks where it shows them a little picture of what you have at the top, and you can fit about 10 on each rack. You set the prices for each item by going into your computer under products, and this shows everything that you have along with the price for everything. There's a store manager tab in your computer where you can purchase more space for your shop, but a lot of stuff is locked in the full version. The workers tab is also locked in the full version, so I won't be able to do anything about that. Right now, it's just me running this whole store. You want your clothing store to be pretty nice, easy for customers to get around and find stuff and look very welcoming, which I have done by putting a ton of mannequins around the shop to watch people as they walk by. I keep everything organized by throwing it all over the place, and then we got these male mannequins watching you as you peruse the clothing. While you're looking at clothing, the way to the cash register is through this maze, which you may or may not get stuck in, but it's okay, you'll probably make your way there eventually. Alright, and then once you reach the end, you just stand in line here and wait to check out. The days start at 9 a.m. every single day, and you close at 9 p.m. Whichever customers are left in the store will stay there until they finish making their purchases. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the shop. The streets might look super empty right now, but people come out of nowhere and just flock to the only store that's open during COVID. Once you open the shop, all you have to do is sit at the cash register and wait for the money to walk over to you. It's past closing now, and it turns out I can only have a certain amount of customers in the store, so if the line is full and people don't feel like waiting, they've just been throwing their clothes on the floor as they walk out, complaining that the store is very full. Meanwhile, these people have been waiting all day to purchase their overpriced clothing, so I'm gonna give them what they want. To check them out, all you have to do is click on the item, press spacebar, and they head on out of here. And that's how you make business. I have a big mess left afterwards, but I made some good money, I think. I probably lost out on some sales because I didn't ring anyone up all day, but, that's fine. It's not like it's super expensive to run a store or anything. This is the final thing that I can unlock while in the prologue mode, so it gives me man sweater, woman coat, and woman sweater. So now those are available. Here we go, these. Let's go ahead and purchase these, and then we'll just ignore all these customers, go pick up the order that's going to be thrown outside once I remember to purchase it. There aren't a lot of different options for clothing. They're all pretty much the same thing. You can't choose colors unless you're making your custom shirt. And one thing that kind of bothers me is the fact that I have all these customers purchasing tons of my clothes, but I never see anyone wearing anything they purchase from my shop. It's like they purchase it and then go home to burn it or something. There's also no talking, there's no music, there's some sound effects, but there's not really too much going on. This is just the prologue though, so maybe they added a bunch more stuff in the full version, but as of right now, the prologue is a little bland. This is pretty much it when it comes to the game, gameplay-wise. Most of the time, I open up shop, I sit here, go on my phone, and then ring up people as they come up, which is kind of like what you would do in real life if you worked at a clothing shop, I guess. The full version might have a lot more stuff to do and might be more interesting, but right now the prologue is kind of bland, so if you're into one of these types of games, this is what you're going to be playing. It's a very lonely world out here. Wishlist on Steam, even though it's released already. So that's about it for this game. I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for watching.